there's no doubt.
Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
Hello and welcome to the fan carpet. I'm joined by the beautiful fan carpet alumni, Corinna Jane, and also Luke Wood. You were involved in Hyde, the Untold Story, the soundtrack. Tell us about how you got involved in the film.
Well, so Dan is someone I've known on like the theatre circuit back in Northamptonshire, and I gave him some of my music, like some songs on his last film. And then when he was making this film, he's stepping it up a little bit, and he asked me, did I want to go and write the soundtrack? And I said yes, I did. I was like dreaming of the moment to have a soundtrack on a film for a really, really long time. And I said yes, so I went about, I wrote this song called Demons, which is something I had kind of lying around actually from the lockdown days. And but then it was unfinished, and like it didn't have a place. And for some reason, when I went to watch one of their shoots, it just clicked to me that should be the song that I finished, because there was some things I could draw in comparison. Because lockdown was like a weird time where everyone was just thinking, what's going on, what's reality, and I felt like Jekyll and Hyde is the same kind of principle. So
absolutely.
So I kind of channeled that into that song. So I went about recording it, arranging it, and then I thought, right, we need to get that onto Luke. So Luke then did spruced it up a little bit. Maybe he can tell you what he did to the track. Demons, yes.
Yeah, so we did some string programming, added some extra bits and pieces, new drums, just a bit of a polish, and it turned out all right, I think.
Do you know what I really felt like? I've had a little teaser screener of the film, and I really felt that the music carried the film, and it was such a huge, a character in itself, which sounds really corny, but it really did carry the film. So hats off to both of you for doing a great job. Were you involved in the whole score or just the Demons soundtrack?
Well, no, that's it. So I did Demons first, and then off the back of that, Dan said, have you thought about maybe writing the score? And I said, well, I've done a few piano-y things before for short films, but I've not done like a big score, but I know just the guy that can help achieve, a mixture of the musicality of piano composition and just something a bit more, how would you describe it, more like technical and weird noises along with other things?
Definitely noise, yeah, absolutely noise, yeah. If there's a melody there, it was likely Corinna's job. If it's sort of uneasy cacophony of weirdness, it probably had my hand in it, yeah.
You have all types of genres of song within the film as well. Like it is quite incredible. It kind of takes you on its own little journey, which I thought was really powerful, and you guys did a great job with it. What was your biggest challenge as musicians for the score of Hyde? I know it was like 2.5 years in the making.
I think the first challenge was, so Luke and I have worked together for many, many years.
Which really helps.
Yeah, so since we're about the age of 14, recording demos together. Luke got his hands on a recording studio before anyone else in our school was a go-to guy. So we were used to working together, performing together, but this was a whole new challenge. We're like, well, we've not actually done film music before. Like, can we even do this? Are we actually good at this? But then actually, once we get into the stride of it, we realized that the musicality that we had translated to this as well. And I think the challenge really is looking at a scene and going, what does this require? What can honour that scene? How can we make the music exciting but not take away from the scene? And that's really, I believe, the challenge. And how do you create something that's memorable but also creates the impact? And I think that must have been one of the challenges. What would you say the challenge is, Luke?
Yeah, I think the challenge for me was being involved in the creative process earlier on. I'm very much used to being handed a project when it's almost complete and just adding the finishing touches. So I think...
Yeah, the music is normally the last thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And things usually come to me already written, already produced, and I just sort of do the final mix and just add that final few percent. But I think, yes, staring at a scene and being involved, from the offset was very different.
And it does actually enhance the story and carry the story forward. That's like the point of the music, right? So it was such a really important part of it, because you strip the music away and it's not the same film or the same scene.
But it is actually interesting. I think, it sounds really stupid, but I've always noticed shows like MasterChef. I know it's a very bizarre comparison to make. You take the weird synth stuff out of a show like MasterChef, it's got absolutely no suspense, because cooking is... You have to add
boring.
You have to add a bit of drama. And I think it's so funny when you look at something as kind of minute as that, and then you play it out on the big screen. It's the same thing. If you have to almost tease the audience into feeling something, and it's your job actually to create that emotion. It's your job. The script script's got to carry the emotion, of course, but it's your job to lure the audience into a sense of anticipation, sadness, fear, relief, or uneasiness. And I think, going back to your other question, actually, I mean, that's kind of the challenge is, how do you evoke that emotion correctly?
Yeah, and make sure you're on the same page as the director in terms of your vision. Yeah, I think it was really elevated the whole film, and you guys did an incredible job. You should be really proud of yourselves. Yeah. What do you have next? Are you involved in any of Dan's other films, The Accused, or?
Not as of yet, not yet.
Yeah.
But I can see him using you on many other projects because you guys did a great job. And how about you guys just independently and together? What are you working on now?
What was that, sorry?
What are you working on now?
Just more songs. Just back to the usual. Mixing for me, writing for you.
So you do, this was your first film as well, or?
Yes, yeah. It's first as a composer, yeah. I've mixed things for film, but again, very much, mixing someone else's work rather than having creative input of my own, yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. And for you?
Well, I've done like a short film before, a couple of short films doing piano music, so I think this is my first feature, and for me, this is probably the gateway into something bigger. And I mean, I've got more songs coming out as a singer-songwriter, just releases, but the film...
Just releases.
No.
Look at this little lady.
the film stuff's new for me. The film stuff's something I've wanted to do for a really, really long time. So in many aspects, tonight's a dream come true. So, yeah.
Well, it's such a pleasure to have you here this evening. I want to see what your reaction is after the film. Yeah. Congratulations. Good luck with everything you're doing. Thank you.
It's very surreal because normally I'm doing what you're doing.
I know. It's so weird to be interviewed when you normally are the interviewer.
It's great. It's absolutely great.
Corinna, Jane, everyone, and Luke Wood. Thank you.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
You, a retired doctor, find yourself somehow in the centre of this human trafficking ring.
It's Dr Jekyll. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
You show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? It's not your problem, it's mine. Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in, I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe. A London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear with me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.